Kaylee Poisson. 7, Jessie Bell. 8, Olivia Deepa. 9, Rayleigh Woodwick. 10, Kaylin Decker. 11, Sammy Sokolov. 12, Courtney Conlon. 13, Ariana Deemer. 14, Livia Van Duzen. 15, Kendall Akins. 16, Adeline Rad. 17, Gracie Bell. 18, Kate Albrecht. 19, Maislyn Joldersma. 20, Eva Joldersma. 21, Cadence Williams. 22, Kaylee Herr. And 25, Brooke Harmson. Hudsonville is coached by Holly Van Nord. Now for your Grandville Bulldogs. Number 1, Kenzie Paul. 2, Ella Holsworth. 3, Jordan Beals. 4, Lydia Lauber. Number 5, Maya Ost. 6, Ava Rydell. 7, Haley Fulis. Number 8, Sammy Cowden. 9, Lily Clark. 10, Miley Postma. 11, Ojo Leister. 12, Jill Barr. 13, Lauren Fracassi. 14, Olivia Myers. 15, Kara Gabrielsi. 16, Bridget Hosty. 17, Braylon Taylor. 18, Sam Larson. 19, Sydney Fracassi. 20, Kenzie Beckering. 22, Nevaeh Kareem. 25, Ryan Mattice. 54, Kayla Helfrich. Grandville's coached by Nate Van Ryn. Assistant, Matt Hines. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I could please have you stand for the playing of our national anthem. Hey, the coaches are ready, the players are ready, the fans are ready.
Girls High School Soccer. Today we got Grandville against Hudsonville. Hudsonville started off the season 2-0, and Grandville is off to a good start also at 1-0. So we got an undefeated matchup. It is early in the season, but it should be a fun one. We getting the warm-up, last-minute conversations in, making sure the game plan is full focused and both teams are on the same page.
Lots of food and keep warm with that coffee and hot cocoa.
It is a chilly night tonight here in Grandville, Michigan. The Grandville girls coach is Nate Van Ryn, while Hudsonville's coach is Holly Van Nord, as the teams take the field now, getting prepared and ready to go. And I honestly, I miss playing the sport, but I don't miss nights like this. It is just over 35 degrees. It is a bit chilly. If the ball smacks you in any way, it's going to sting. Any contact at all really will sting. And here we go with the kickoff. Grandville in possession. Going up the middle, Hudsonville clears it up forward. The ball is bouncing around, and it is going to roll out of bounds. No, but it's saved, actually, by Grandville. Kicked it back up. A good turn for trying to find that forward pass. Couldn't find it. It is dispossessed. Hudsonville going the other way now. Working their way through the middle. Now Grandville is able to take control of the ball. Possession is on their side at the moment. A nice little cut to send the ball up, and it goes out of bounds, unfortunately, for a Hudsonville throw. And you know what's sad? I actually forgot to mention who I am. I'm Cameron Gwynn, bringing you today's action. And today, this game is brought to you by DJ's Pizza Pub. Great pizza. I had it right before the game. Definitely fills you up. Another throw in for Hudsonville as Grandville was able to clear it out. A little chip up. It bounces over the Grandville defender. There's an open girl up the field, and the pass is just not quite there. Easy clear for the Grandville defender. And here's the throw for Hudsonville. A big throw. Ball is bounced up, and it looks like it is going to roll out the back, and that'll be a corner kick for Hudsonville. We haven't seen any action up in the attacking thirds yet. Ball has really been in the center so far, so this is the first action that we're going to be seeing in the box. We got Hudsonville lining up right around the 18. They have one blocker in front of the goalie. Defenders on each post for Grandville with one in the middle, and the girls rush in. Here comes the ball, and it doesn't quite make it. Bounces off the side post. And Kenzie Paul will be putting the ball back into play. She's got some bright pink hair to match her jersey there. It's a good color combination she's got rocking. It's a short pass to the defender, and chips it up into the middle, and the clearance is not quite there. Hudsonville dispossesses. Looking down the field, here's the center. It's on the ground. Not the best clear. It's still in their zone. Hudsonville is just getting in the way of everything right now. Keeping strong possession. It's a good tackle right there from Grandville. And there's actually a foul on the play. Will be a Grandville free kick. And here to take it is Cara Gabriels. A boot up to about midfield. Hudsonville is able to possess it, I should say. Looking up the middle and goes wide. Just a little bit too much mustard on that ball. Couldn't quite reach the forward. As Kenzie makes an easy pickup right there. Looks for the big boot. It is a high one. There's a little bit of wind tonight, so that'll affect some of these drop kicks and deep balls. And Grandville is able to get possession, and it is brought back by Hudsonville. Quick turnaround right there. Little pass back. Try to keep possession strong, and it is taken away from Grandville. And another takeaway for Hudsonville going forward. The pass is a little too hard, but she was able to control it. And a long shot. Kenzie able to grab that. If those are the type of shots we're going to be seeing tonight, I wouldn't be surprised if Hudsonville just lets it fly from wherever. A good boot to the middle. Unfortunately, there are no Grandville Bulldogs there. Hudsonville with the ball now, going forward, and Grandville is able to grab it. Getting a little tricky in the middle, trying to get out of trouble. Unfortunately, left the ball behind on that one. And the pass is not quite there again. Ball ping-ponging around in the middle right there, and Hudsonville is able to come out with it. That pass, just a little too much sauce on it. It'll be another goal kick for Grandville. So far, possession is at a premium. The ball is being given away a little bit. Hopefully both these teams can calm down. Maybe the weather is affecting them a little bit. It is cold, and these winds do not help at all. There's a short ball. It's taken away. Hudsonville going forward, looking for a center now. And the ball was just out of bounds before the cross got off. It will be another goal kick. And look out for the short pass right there. You see the defender inside the box. And the wind is blowing towards Grandville's defensive side. You can see the flags in the corners and above the goalposts. Dispossessed in the middle there. Grandville is having a hard time getting into that attacking third. Good defensive presence right there to stop that run as the ball rolls through to the goalie. And there's the boot. Nice trap. Grandville is going forward now. Getting in the way of that clearance. Looking for the corner. And the defender did good on getting there. This time it'll be a Grandville throw, looking to get into that attacking third. They haven't quite been there yet tonight. And the ball is rolling, and good pass to the outside. And it bounces off of a Grandville forward. It'll be a Hudsonville ball. Ball is now in the middle. We got to look outside. There's a wide open player. Pass isn't quite there. Defense did well to try to get rid of it, but nobody was there to corral the ball. Let's see if she can clear this. That'll be off of Brooke Harmson's head. Grandville throw-in. Short ball, went to go for a back heel, couldn't quite connect. That's a good pass from the defense up. And a little bit of speed on her right here, going forward. The ball goes out wide. And Hudsonville does good to keep their positions and drop back. And the shot will trickle down into the goalie's hands. And goal for Hudsonville, we have Reed DeGode. And she does have the help of the wind on that boot right there. Hudsonville able to claim possession. The ball is bouncing around quite a bit. I'm sure both coaches would like to see the ball be on the ground a little bit. This is a good touch to get forward. And good hustle right there from the defense to be able to get in position to steal it away. And she dribbles it forward, looking for a pass. And there's a good open player in the middle right there. They do have that outside open again. Let's see where she goes with this. Dribbling up the middle, and she takes a shot. And, oh, I thought the ball might have slipped past. It looked like she didn't quite have it, but she is able to corral it. Reed with another save right there. A couple shots coming outside the 18. Hudsonville is able to get possession, a little touch forward, but the defense is there. Pass back to the goalie. This could be dangerous sometimes. And she does well. You can see the wind affecting that ball right there. It just started going straight up instead of going further out. And the ball trickles out of bounds for a goal kick for Grandville. Being a goalie and playing in the winds like this, it is always tough to try to get the ball cleared out, and defenders also, because when you got a certain spin on the ball tends to just go straight up instead of getting the distance that you would normally get on a non-windy day. That's why you're going to see some more line drives like that one right there. As Hudsonville takes the ball and passes it back to their defense, keep possession, settle it down a little bit. Good pass to the middle, working it back out wide. And this is what I was talking about with the ball was bouncing around so much earlier. Now they get key possession, keeping the ball low and flat. And that pass just a little too much on it. It'll trickle out of bounds. Grandville throw in deep in their own zone. We do have a pair of substitutions coming in, one from Grandville, one from Hudsonville. For Grandville, we got Ryan Matisse coming in. And then for Hudsonville, we'll get back to you on that one. Can't quite see her number at the moment. That is Ava Joldersma joining the game for Hudsonville. The pass is going deep into their zone. Let's see if Hudsonville can get to it. She elects to let it roll out of bounds to take the throw in. Quick throw to get it back in. A swarm of defenders from Grandville coming. And that should be Grandville throw. And the middle ref is saying it bounced off the Grandville defense. It'll be another Hudsonville throw. A big throw on that.
And for Grandville, number 25, Ryan Matisse. For Hudsonville, number 20.
Ball bouncing around a little bit. Let's see what Hudsonville can do with it. A good center, but it is good defense right there to get it out. Hudsonville still with possession, though. Oh, nice little turn right there. A little nutmeg action. And unfortunately, she has stopped. That was a good short run right there. Good kick out for Grandville. It'll be a Hudsonville throw. Pass back to the thrower, cuts back inside. Let's see if she'll rip a shot here. She does. And if you're going that direction in this game, you might as well try to shoot from all angles. You can see the flags whipping around out there. It is windy. That ball dropped to Hudsonville. The header does not keep possession, unfortunately. Grandville with possession now. Let's see if she can beat her defender on this run right here. Good pass. Spins around a little bit. It is trickling down into the corner. The center. Unfortunately, nobody is home at the moment. Hudsonville does well to clear it out. It'll be a Hudsonville throw. The ball rolls out of bounds. It'll be a Grandville throw. Couldn't quite complete the pass. There is a little slope on either side of the field. And we have a Grandville kick. I couldn't quite see the play. It looks like the ref signaled that there might have been a little bit of a push on the Hudsonville defense to dispossess the ball. We got the ball about 22, 23 yards away from goal. It's definitely within striking distance. She has a couple options on the outside too as well. Three-person wall. And it looks like it's a shot, and it drops safely into Reed's hands. She rolls the ball out for Hudsonville. They're on the move quickly. And that pass, unfortunately, goes into Grandville's defense. Grandville able to turn around with it. Going forward, there is some room. Using her speed to get ahead. Bringing it into the corner. A little cut to the inside, but unfortunately the defense was able to hold her out. Hudsonville going forward now, bringing it up about to the midfield, and a big cross. That's a big play right there. Can she get there? And the goalie does well to come out. And and offsides, unfortunately. If she was able to get past the goalie on that, it would not have counted. That was a close one right there. The type of pass that you look for, though, if you're a midfielder and you're going forward and a quick turnaround right there, you definitely want to find your forward streaking down the field. Pass was maybe a little too late, and Grandville will get the ball as a result of an offsides. Quick pass up the middle, and going back to the defense. Looks to push it out wide. Unfortunately, the pass didn't have enough on it. Hudsonville, quick give and go. Too big of a first touch. Good on the Hudsonville defense to break that up a little bit. Bring it out wide to our close side right here. Going forward, good read by the defense, but unfortunately there's another Hudsonville player right there waiting for the ball. We're going to bring it back out wide right here. See if there's a big ball over top. Good defense right there by Grandville. Grandville has done a good job of staying in front of this Hudsonville attack right here, no matter how many numbers they're bringing forward. And that's a good curler right there. Unfortunately, it will roll out of bounds. It'll be another goal kick for Grandville. Hudsonville has done a good job as well as winning back the possession right away. There isn't much time in between Grandville getting the ball and Hudsonville trying to take it back from them. Instant pressure from both sides. A short pass on the goal, or on the goal kick, I should say. A big boot right there. Good trap. And Grandville turns, and they're off to the races here. A lot of space in between the midfield and the defense. Hudsonville with 3 defenders back. Grandville with 2 on either side. And we're back to the close side now, as the cross doesn't quite connect. Fortunately, didn't get enough of it, and it goes out of bounds for a Hudsonville goal kick this time. And it will be a short pass to get the ball back in play. A line drive. Doesn't quite get to where it's supposed to go, but it does end up at the feet that it was intended for. Good little poke to keep possession. Good pullback. Looking forward for the pass. This time she's onsides. And Grandville's goalie was ready coming out for the ball. Smart play on her. Understanding the spacing that she needed and where everyone was. She takes her time on the kick, and the wind is going to get a hold of that one for sure as it trickles out. And we have another substitution. Hudsonville's Gracie Beld is coming in, and she will replace Sammy Sokolov.
Hudsonville, number 17, Gracie Bell.
And Hudsonville to throw the ball in now. And another big throw there. Those throws could turn dangerous in this attacking third. Can't get the ball past the Grandville defense there. Hudsonville wins it back, moves it to the middle. Another pass to the middle, looking out wide. A big touch to run it past. A lot of speed there. Unfortunately, the pass was not quite there. Oh, and a stole back. Just out of the reach of Hudsonville. They still have possession. We got a good turn. It's a big wall at the middle. Grandville defense is ready, though. They got a brick wall back there, except for 2 passes that have gotten by, but their goalie was ready for both of them. Grandville in transition going forward. That's a nice ball. And it'll be a goal kick, unfortunately. Miley was not able to get the ball inside. They have been doing a good job working it out wide to her. She's got the speed, and she will be subbed out right now. Ella Hallsworth is coming in for Grandville, and I believe that was Sydney Fracassi that just came in as well. Grandville wins the ball back from Hudsonville. They're going to look to go forward. Pass out wide, pass back to the middle. Unfortunately, just behind her intended target. Hudsonville wins possession back. Nice cut inside to get around the defender. Pass is not quite as wide as I think she intended. Grandville was able to get the ball back there. A little fight in the middle. And Hudsonville is able to keep the ball. That pass not on its target. Grandville going forward now. She's looking to get the ball off her foot. She finds an open target. You got a wide open, and ooh, the pass was open on the near side right there, folks, and wasn't seen. She had to turn the other way. Unfortunately, the pass was not there. It will go out of bounds for Grandville throw. We got number 12 for Grandville coming in, Jill Barr.
In for Grandville, number 12, Jill Barr.
Grandville getting their thrower set to get the ball back into play. The throw unfortunately goes right to Hudsonville. Does good to win it back though. Good anticipation from Hudsonville to get the ball back, and they're going forward. Does the forward have legs? She has the speed. Bit too big of a first touch there, unfortunately. It was a good run, good find on that pass, but that first touch is really what does it all. A little less on it, and she has enough time for a shot to be able to come in. We do have a sub for Hudsonville, and it looks like it is Sammy Sokolov that just came in. Grandville gets the ball back in there on the goal kick. It goes right to Hudsonville, but Grandville is able to win it back quickly. Both these sides are doing a great job of getting possession back when they give it up. And they're also both doing a great job of blocking passes like that one right there that rolls out of bounds for a Grandville throw. We have another Grandville substitution. And just give me a second on the number. And that looks like it is number 16, Bridget Hofste. Gets the ball back in bounds right to a Hudsonville player, though, unfortunately. Grandville does a good job of getting the ball back, and that clear goes right to Hudsonville, but too big of a first touch right there. There is a person out wide, and that is a great ball. Cuts it inside, and the pass is not quite there. Hudsonville is ready. And we have a transition right there. Big counterattack coming. That's a good pass on the outside. Can the defender cut in to clear it off? Oh, the shot goes right into the defense. Hudsonville gets possession back, though. Working the ball out wide, back to the middle. And a one-time shot, and that is a goal. It drops down to the bottom corner. And that was number 21 for Hudsonville, Cadence Williams, assisted by number 17, Gracie Bell. And Cadence Williams is a freshman, actually. One of the two freshmen on this Hudsonville team. Showing out she's got a couple more years left in the tank, too. So if she's doing that already as a freshman, imagine what she's going to be doing in the coming years. Grandville set to get the kickoff going. We have a 1-0 Hudsonville lead now. And that goal scored about the 19-minute mark there. Grandville kicks the ball out of bounds off of the kickoff. It will be a Hudsonville throw. Throws it backwards to the defense. Get their players set. And a nice steal right there from Grandville. Almost stolen back instantly. Grandville looking forward. Good defense. Way to hold your ground right there. Finding the open person down the field. And looking forward. They do have a runner in the middle. They have another forward sitting back. And the pass is not quite what she intended. It ends up going right to the goalie. Keep that ball out wide a little bit longer. The pass was probably there. Here's the kick, and like I said, the wind just taking effect on that. It would have probably gone another 10 yards. Grandville able to win it back after Hudsonville gains possession. Working the ball out wide. The turn. Grandville just right in Hudsonville's face. And it goes off of the Grandville defense. Both these teams are doing a great job of keeping their positioning, setting up their formation very well. The ball is floated into the middle. And it's going to be cleared out back to Hudsonville. A little cut in and the shot again, and that one will go wide. Most of these shots have been coming from the outside. There hasn't really been much to do inside of the box tonight. So far, the couple passes that have been inside the box have either been not on target or Grandville's goalie, Kenzie Paul, has done a good job of shutting them down. As she has a goal kick right there. It's won by Hudsonville. A little flick to the center. Unfortunately, nobody's home. The Grandville defense is able to clear that and keep possession, too. A good pass to the middle on the one-touch. Another one-touch pass. And that pass, unfortunately, wasn't quite there. Hudsonville was in great positioning there. I do find it interesting. It looks like Hudsonville has been running with a 3-back, which is a little dangerous, especially if an attack is coming forward. You got to be strong in the midfield to be able to run something like that. A good pass wide there from the defense, and it's taken away. The ball is bouncing bouncing back and forth a little bit in the middle now. The pass intended for the wide forward right there. A little touch back for a one-time clear. Hudsonville's able to take the ball back, and again, Grandville just right in front. A little stop right there. Hudsonville able to get it, but it's a pass right to Grandville. Working the ball out wide. A good touch from Hudsonville. Another good touch from Hudsonville to dispossess it. It will be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. And we have a substitution that was Braylon Taylor that just came in for Grandville. As the ball goes back in. And the clear up right now, just to the Hudsonville defense, and she can't clear it enough right there. It is possessed by Grandville. Now a good turn, the shot is on, and it is just a slow roller to the goalie. Should be no problem, and it is no problem. I do find it interesting that Hudsonville goalie has been electing to roll it out to her defense instead of using the wind to her advantage to try to get the ball upfield and clear the line. Especially when you're running a three-back like that, you should probably want security in your midfield more so than your defense. Hudsonville able to get the turn there, but Grandville wins it. Pass back, just gain possession, maybe settle down a little bit, but Hudsonville will not let them settle down. They're rushing forward. And like their three-back, they got three forward. And the pass is there, and we got it working out wide. Can she make it there? And nope. Kenzie is there again. She has been commanding that back line. She's been playing great. It was an unfortunate great shot that went in for Hudsonville on that goal. It is 1-0 still. Grandville able to possess and passes it back to Hudsonville. That header not quite to the intended target. Grandville looking for a pass, an open person. The ball is bobbled about for a second. Grandville able to do good and keep it. She has an open pass back, but elects to go forward with it. And Hudsonville is able to clear their lines right there, move their way forward, and there's a ball to the forward. Grandville does a great job to keep their defensive posture. It will, unfortunately, keep rolling forward and go out for a throw. And this could be a dangerous one right here. We got 3 subs coming in, 1 for Grandville, 2 for Hudsonville. We got Ojo Lester coming in for Grandville, and then we had Kate Albrecht come in for Hudsonville. I'm waiting on the second one to come through. I missed that number. His name is Kaylin Decker was the other one that came in as well on that substitution. Hudsonville gets the ball in, a little juggle to a little volley shot. Not quite enough power on there to phase Kenzie. She's able to step to the side and grab it. Looking forward now with the boot. Drops right to Hudsonville, and that pass is just going to have way too much power on it. Right back to Kenzie. We'll go for act number 2 on this one. And that's a pass to the middle. Pretty easy one-time pass. And is working it out back wide. The pass just behind, but she's able to do well and get the ball back. Nice little turn right there. Getting away from the defense, but Grandville does well to make sure that everyone's there. A little miscommunication, but Hudsonville does well to go forward with it. We have the ball working in the corner. A good one-touch pass. Still has possession here, Hudsonville. Nice little short pass to Grandville. Bobbling it in the back there. And it goes right to Hudsonville in the middle. Good passing from Hudsonville. Shot not enough power, and it's a little wide. Grandville is now struggling to clear their lines and get forward. It seems like this could be ugly if Hudsonville can get a couple more to go in. Unless Grandville does something different here. They were doing a good job working the ball wide to the close side. Let's see if they get back to that. Good win right there for Grandville. And like I said, both these teams are just getting in the way of each other right now on any pass. It'll be a Grandville throw-in right there. Back heel, unfortunately, it's a little too far for her. Hudsonville going forward now with a quick pass to their forward, looking wide, going to the center. There is another runner. It's a nice little layoff pass. Touch, unfortunately, was right to the defense. Does a good job turning around. Another ball floated in. And it looks like she maybe wanted her goalie to come out and grab that, but a little miscommunication, and that is a goal kick. We got 2 substitutions coming in for Hudsonville now. It looks like we have... Oh, I made a mistake earlier. That was not Kate that came in earlier. Kate is in now, though. Kate Albrecht just came in, along with Ava Joldersma. I apologize for my pronunciation of that. Do have a defender back in the goal, but she elects to go along with it. And it will roll out for a Hudsonville throw. And Grandville wasn't able to get their subs off. We do have 4 substitutions getting ready to come in for Grandville now. Hudsonville with another throw. And we're still going forward with Hudsonville to the corner. Grandville does well with the defense, and it looks like a foul is going to be called, and it is. Grandville gets a free kick out on the wide side of their own attacking third. Like I said, we got a whole squad of girls coming in for Grandville momentarily. I will try to get their numbers for you as soon as possible. As the free kick goes wide, Hudsonville dispossesses them pretty easily. She couldn't get control of it. A long shot, and pushes that out wide. Couldn't quite hold it. Good to push it wide, though. Keep it out from being in front of her. It could have been a dangerous rebound. Luckily for Grandville, Kenzie was able to keep it wide. And it goes out for a throw-in for Hudsonville. Nice little touch from the Grandville defense to go forward. Gets in the way of the one-time shot right there, and it is going to roll out of bounds. Lets it go, and it is a corner kick for Hudsonville. I'm not sure if my eyes are doing me justice or not over here, but it looks like we have Sam Larson out on the side getting ready to come in, as this ball is coming in, an outswinger from the corner. Nice one-time shot, and that is a laser right up into the roof. Nothing anyone could have done about that if they were in goal right there. We got about 8.5 minutes left of this first half, and it is 2-0 Hudsonville with a huge strike right there.
Goal for Hudsonville, number 12, Courtney Conlon.
And that was number 12, Courtney Conlon, with the boot on her right there. Grandville going for the pass to get the game back underway. A little clear up right there, and it'll go out of bounds. I've never been a fan of doing a kickoff like that. I don't know why people do it. You're pretty much just giving possession to the other team, but it's okay. If you elect to do that, you elect to do that. The ball bouncing around the middle. There might have been a handball missed. And that is definitely a foul. Unfortunate the handball wasn't called earlier. Now we got a free kick for Hudsonville. The kick it is Gracie Beld. Or, nope, sorry. I read the number wrong. It's Ariana Damer. We got 3 Hudsonville players on either side, 1 in the middle. The ball will be floated into the middle. A little bit of a tricky bounce. She does well to keep the ball down down and in front of her by putting her hands flat and pushing it down. Decides not to kick it. A little pump fake action right there. Ball is floating up, takes a couple bounces and trickles out of bounds. Hudsonville throw. Do have a Hudsonville player coming. 2 Hudsonville players actually coming in. We have Livia Van Dusen and Kate Albrecht coming in for the throw. My apologies, it's Kate on the throw. It was Kaylee Poisson that came in. Grandville does well to keep that out of bounds.
Number 5, Kaylee Poison is on. Number 14, Livia Van Dusen.
Grandville doing well to keep their back line. It's an unfortunate 2 goals that Hudsonville has scored. They've both been great strikes, honestly. There's not much the Grandville defense could have done with that. They were outside the box. They had their people up front that they needed up front, but the ball was just floated above them and dropped in both occasions. One of them dropping way deep down into the low post. The other one was just a high riser right into the ceiling of the goal. So we got the ball bouncing around the middle a little bit, possession going either way. And Grandville comes out with the ball, working it around with a couple quick passes. That pass not quite to its target though. Does well to win it back. A little too much on that one. Hudsonville with the ball now. And that ball was deflected. Likes to kick it out wide. Could have potentially kicked it back to her goalie for a big boot, but like I said, this wind does really affect stuff, so she might have thought about that as well. Big throw for Hudsonville. A little header to flick it on forward, and the ball will be kicked off of the Hudsonville forward that was attacking. Got a goal kick now. Hudsonville has done well to push the ball forward as quickly as possible when they do gain possession. Grandville on the struggle when they get possession occasionally. There's a couple players that have done well. For the most part, once they get the ball at their feet, they're not doing well to go forward with it. And that will be a Grandville throw-in. Let's see if things can change here. Hudsonville just on the attack right now. Throws her head forward. On that one, it'll roll out and be a Grandville throw. We got about 4.5 minutes left of this first half. Nice steal right there, and all over on the defense. We're going to let them play on, though. As Hudsonville still has possession with that nice pass out wide. Cuts in, loses her defender, and that is a nice shot right there. Saw the pass. Did a nice cut. That was Ava Joldersma. The name I struggle with the most tonight. I apologize. That one, ladies and gentlemen, was a little bit different than the first two. The first two were great shots. That was an awesome pass and a good cut to lose the defender and open up space on the inside. Looked like she was putting it on her good foot for that. Grandville, again with the same kickoff, pass it back and kick it forward as far as you can. Hudsonville does well to win it back and go forward. There's the run beginning right there. Pass isn't quite high enough. Grandville wins possession, but passes right back to Hudsonville. Grandville does a nice job to get back on that. Their center position right there. But can't get away from the Hudsonville defender. She did well to get right back up and get the ball back, and that looks like it should be a foul on Grandville. And it will be a foul on Grandville. A little too aggressive right there on the slide tackle, a little bit from behind as well. Can't quite do that. We got 3:40 left in this first half, and it is 3-0 the away team, Hudsonville. That ball floated in. Grandville does well to head it away. It bounces over the Hudsonville player. Quick passing, nice touch there. Big boot, bounces right into the defense, and those are the type of hits that I'm talking about. If that smacks you in the leg, it's going to be stinging a little bit. These girls are doing well to not show that, though. Both these teams have been very physical in the defensive nature. Bounces off her leg, not quite what she intended. Looked for the pass. And working it outside and then going back in. Seems to be a quick little give and go play that Hudsonville has been doing routinely, and that's going to be a shot, and it'll roll out wide. We have another goal kick coming now for Grandville with just 2:30 left in this first half. At halftime, we will be taking a little break. We'll be right back with you guys for the second half as Grandville puts the ball back in play there. Bringing it up to the middle, trying to work it up forward. Hudsonville there, ready to possess it. Pass not quite where she intended. Hudsonville does well to keep possession though, but it does roll to Grandville. Good cuts, doesn't see an open person right now. And that first touch wasn't well. does have her defender to bail her out, and that pass isn't quite enough. Hudsonville has been doing well, trusting each other and giving possession to their fellow teammates. Lots of passes for Hudsonville, not quite as many for Grandville. See if there will be any halftime adjustments, as it is 3-0 right now, Hudsonville. Grandville doing well to work it out wide and go forward with it. And like I said, the slope of the field brings that one out of bounds. Can't really just kick it flat on either side of the field because it is angled on both sides. A nice little flick forward. Let's see if she can get the cross. It's there, but nobody is home. It was just too far forward. And oh, that was a big push right there. And it'll be a goal kick. Looks like she might have had the wind knocked out of her a little bit. That was a tough hit. Just a minute left in this first half. And you can see how much the wind was pushing right there. She set the ball up and it started rolling back. And it looks like we will have a substitution for Hudsonville. The player in the collision will be coming out. She probably got the wind knocked out of her, and that's really a tough situation on a cold night like this. Might be making sure that she doesn't have a concussion either, as we know how serious those are. I didn't see if she hit her head, so hopefully it's nothing to do with that. But we will bring her off the field, and that brings in, I believe that was Gracie Bell that just came in to replace her. Working the ball between the midfield and the shot that will roll wide. 30 seconds left in this first half. 3-0 Hudsonville. Now I hope that Grandville in this halftime maybe talk to each other and let each other know, hey, we got to trust each other. We got to pass the ball. We got to believe in each other that if I pass the ball to you, you're going to go to where you need to be. And just trust each other. That's what makes the great teams. This ball is bouncing around. Grandville does well to go forward with it, but it'll be too little too late for this first half as it comes to a close. And there is the first half buzzer. These ladies will go and reconvene. Hudsonville may be having a little joyful feeling in this halftime. And Grandville on their home field, it's not a great showing so far this first half. Like I said, it is 3-0 Hudsonville at the moment. Grandville needs to get into their bag a little bit and converse with each other, make sure they're all on the same page there. And like I was saying, I think their best option right now is to, remind each other that they're all on a team together. They got to trust each other. They got to believe that if I give you the ball, you're going to do your job and go forward. And, maybe we'll get it to the next person. You got to think a couple passes ahead as well. Maybe don't go for that huge ball right off the rip. Maybe gain possession, get some passes going, get a nice flow of the game going. Before you go forward, it doesn't need to be bang, 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 go, go, go. You got to possess. That's one thing that Hudsonville has been doing very well, and Grandville really hasn't been doing well, and it's reflecting on the scoreboard right now. Trusting your teammates, passing the ball between each other, and those little setup passes do the most. So, we'll take a break for this halftime. Again, I'm Cameron Gwynn. This is WCET TV, bringing you girls soccer from Grandville High School, Grandville versus Hudsonville. We will be back for the second half.
DJ's Pizza Plus. Located at 3471 Kelly Street, Hudsonville, DJ's is newly remodeled and ready for you to stop in. Grab a drink and watch the game, or try some delicious pie. A proud sponsor of WCET TV Sports and In the Zone, DJ's Pizza Kitchen is available for by the slice, dining in with family and friends, carry out, and delivery. DJ's Pizza Plus. Thank you for supporting WCET.
Welcome back, everybody, to WCET TV's coverage of girls high school soccer. We are back here in Grandville. We have Grandville Bulldogs against the Hudsonville Eagles. Got about a minute left, so just a quick wrap-up of what we saw in the first half. We saw 3 really good goals from Hudsonville. First one was a long shot. that went from, I should say, your guys' far side and dropped into the near side corner at the bottom corner. Big lofted shot in there. Snuck it by the keeper. Second shot was just a laser beam. I don't think anyone was going to be saving that. Definitely no high school goalkeepers were going to be saving that. And it just popped right up to the top. She was dead center when she shot it, about 25 yards out too. We've been having some far shots. So then on the third goal, we had a good pass up the middle, and the rest was just made by the forward. She cut out wide, cut back in, lost her defender, set herself up on what could have been her weak foot, honestly. I don't know if she's left-footed or not, but she shot that with her left foot. It was just a nice, precise, good spot right there. And again, guys, this is WCET TV's coverage of girls high school soccer, brought to you by DJ's Pizza Pub. I had some of their pizza before the game, and I tell you what, that stuff was good. I really liked it. And you know what? You know, if you're in the Grandville area, which you probably are, you should definitely go check that place out, because, you know, if you like pizza, I like pizza at least. That is a good place to go. Filled me up. It tasted great. And now we got the girls taking the field again. And I stepped outside during halftime, and I tell you what, it is really cold. Once that sun set, it is not a good time. Like, I hope these girls got a couple layers on. I know we see all of them got long sleeves on, but I hope they got another layer on under that, because, oh, it is so cold. You know, you got to feel bad for when the ball smacks you. It's a stinger, to say the least. Not to mention legs colliding and, you know, potentially getting hit. Hudsonville to kick it off here in the second half with a 3-0 lead. And they do the same tactic of just passing it back and clearing it forward. Grandville able to get possession. And let's see if they made any changes at halftime. And that ball, not quite on the target. Good defense on Grandville, clears it up. And that ball is popped up right into Grandville. Handball goes undetected, it looks like. The pass out wide, not enough mustard on it. And that pass, I don't know if Hudsonville's defense was quite ready for that. But they do good to keep it, working it up to their midfield. Playing a little bit slower. They do have a pretty substantial lead, so they don't have to force the issue at all. They can just sit back and possess, but it doesn't look like they're going to slow down at all as they're working the ball forward. And the pass out to the wide side. She is clear if she can get there. And she does. Keeps the ball in. Pass comes back in, or the cross comes back in, I should say. Grandville does well to pop it out. And it will be a Hudsonville corner kick. I do apologize. I have trouble seeing that corner spot from where I'm at. Grandville able to get it. Just clears their lines for a Hudsonville throw-in. Hudsonville does well to keep the ball in, or to put the ball back in, I should say. They're working forward, or backwards, I should say. We did switch the fields at halftime. And now Hudsonville just kind of keeping the ball away at the moment. No point in forcing the issue. Might as well just possess for as long as you can. Make Grandville push the issue. In the turn, the ball just gets lost for a second. Hudsonville does well to get it. Nice turn. They do have an outside runner, and it does go to her. Mackenzie does a good job of popping out for that ball. Read it very well, got to it right in time just before the forward got there and was able to do anything with it. Taking her time before she kicks it. And it is very unfortunate, but it looks like the wind might have died down a little bit, so Grandville won't have any of the help of the weather. Hudsonville dispossesses Grandville. A little nutmeg right there. Gets past the contact, passes the ball. Able to win it back, Hudsonville is. There's a pass, a good trap. The runner is on her way. Pass wasn't quite there. She's looking to look wide potentially. Gets caught up for a second. Does well to keep it moving forward. The pass does go wide, but that was just not where it needed to be. Just back a little bit more and they would have kept possession. Granville with a throw in a kind of dangerous area for them right here if they can't possess it and go forward. Here's the throw. It goes right to a Hudsonville head, but they don't possess it. Grandville gets possession up by the middle. Pass just behind. And ladies and gentlemen, it's been looking like the main issue for Grandville is probably those first touches. The first touch is kind of slipping away from them a little bit. If they can keep it on their foot and, you know, just corral it. You don't want to have a brick foot. You want to bring it in and just accept it. And there's a good pass down the wide. And we were using the white lines, by the way. We were not using those red lines. Those are the football lines. Pass in the middle. And it's able to clear out. Grandville is looping around, trying to get the ball forward. Good defensive presence right there from Hudsonville. The ball is going forward. Grandville is able to kick it forward, but it bounces right into a Hudsonville player. And working the ball backwards, trying to find somebody to pass it to get the ball forward. And Grandville with possession, passing it back and forth. Oh, the pass is just not there to Hudsonville, and the shot's off. Bounces into one of her forwards, unfortunately. The clearance is up there. Ball bouncing around a little bit. Grandville just clears their lines. And if I was Grandville, I'd want to push my defense up as far as I can right now. I'd have him sitting at midfield. Shrink the field a little bit. Don't allow Hudsonville to have as much space as they've had for the whole game. Grandville does well to keep it, lets the ball roll through, but Hudsonville players are just on top of it. If one's not there, another one will be. Hudsonville wins a free kick right there. And you got to wonder in these moments, it's 3-0. Yeah, we still got about 35 minutes to go here, but maybe a little bit of frustration is coming out from Grandville. Not doing well on possession at the moment. Hudsonville is just kind of going with the flow, playing their game, it looks like. Big run right here on the wide side. The pass is in the middle and it's ready. Bobbled a little bit. Can she turn on it? Stops, shoots. And it's not enough power. Pops into Kenzie's hands. See if she can go forward with it. The wind is picking up a little bit, so now she will get some of the weather to work her favor. Not enough power on that one, unfortunately. It drops into Hudsonville, and the pass is there, but not quite wide enough. Oh, a good little move right there. Other players were not having it, though. Does well to get it from her. Works it out wide. Touch to the middle is not quite. I'm not sure if it was quite a pass or if it was a touch to get around her. A little bit more on it. It would have been a good pass, though. Hudsonville with the ball again. And they've been doing well to possess it here. Their passes have been open. They're making the runs necessary to keep the ball, but once they get into trouble or once they sense a little bit of trouble, they are getting the ball off their foot. Not forcing anything. You see a nice easy run back to the middle for a good pass out wide. Working the ball out wide now, crossing to the middle, and a little touch is there. Was she onside? She was onside. There's no signal of offsides right there. Hudsonville did well to work the ball out wide, bring it back in. And I do believe that was Cadence. And if it was, that's 2 goals for the freshman tonight. Hudsonville did well to work it out wide on there and pass it in. She had 2 options in the middle. The first one was a miss. And actually, that goal was scored by number 15, Kendall Atkins. So it was not the freshman with a second goal, but she does have 1 goal tonight, which is good. Gotta love the youngsters coming out and showing up. Grandville does have a throw in the attacking zone now. Gets it into the zone, but Hudsonville players are there. Ball is bouncing around a little bit. Grandville trying to possess it. Can't quite get enough of it. A little pull back and kick forward, but they will call a foul there. Ref is going to say that he kicked her, or that she kicked her while trying to win possession. Grandville in a dangerous spot right here. Hudsonville keeping their line at about the 18, just a step inside. You got Grandville players lined up from the middle onto the far side. And it is a shot. Nothing much to it. Curves inside, but it drops right into Reed's hands. Gets rid of it quickly. Hudsonville going forward with some pace. Good pass. Nice turn to shed the defender, but the defender does well to get back to her. But nice little, this footwork right here on this run. Unfortunately, it gets dispossessed on that. Grandville going forward now with the big boot. Does not get by the Hudsonville defense, unfortunately. She's got plenty of space, and there's the kick. Oh, that is a good pass. Big touch on the first touch. Oh, that was a good run on Kenzie. She didn't quite have the correct line, but then she corrected herself on that dive and was able to get just a piece of it. It will roll out for a corner, so danger is not completely gone. But I tell you what, those 4 goals aren't completely on Kenzie. She's done well tonight. We got an army coming in. We had a couple, I think we had 2 Grandville subs, and it looked like about 4 or 5 Hudsonville subs, so I apologize for not being able to throw these numbers at you guys, but there's a whole new rotation of girls in there now. We do have a Hudsonville corner kick. You can see everyone bunched up right there, just along the middle. As Grandville starts to sag down a little bit, it does go out to a Grandville header out, clearing their lines. Hudsonville able to curl the ball back to the opposite side. And Hudsonville really has not slowed up, even from the first half. I did pose the question, do you think they'll slow it down or not? And, you know, they haven't. They scored another goal already this half. And, you know, they're looking for more. As that ball rolls out for a Grandville corner, or goal kick, I mean. Short little pass. We got about 30 minutes left in the second half. It is 4-0. Hudsonville leading Grandville. Ball bouncing around a little bit right there. Ball's being worked out wide, a little bit too much speed, and it will be a foul on Grandville. Can't hold on to the player as she's trying to run by you. Just a little bit too much speed for her, but unfortunately you can't do that. Hudsonville in a dangerous area again. We've seen a couple shots from here. I don't think this will be a shot with how wide it is. Got girls lined up on the 18. Grandville's defense steps forward. The ball bounces right in front of the goal, and it is cleared by Grandville. Let's see if she'll flick it. Pops it up right to Hudsonville. And the ball is right back into danger. Oh, it does well to keep it away from the defense. What a save. Oh, wow. And like I was saying, Kenzie is on her game tonight. These goals have not been her fault. She's been doing her job, honestly. Just a couple unfortunate, really good shots. That was a fantastic save, though. You can't ask for more. And then we got a couple girls coming in for Hudsonville now. Number 12 and number 20. Number 12 being Courtney Conlon, and number 20 being Ava Joldersma. It's a Hudsonville corner as we await for the last substitute to come off the field. A little stumble in the field right there, but it's a good ball, and the header is in. Started off with a great save from Grandville's goalie, Kenzie Paul, but you can't do much if you got number 4, Lexi Armstrong, scoring that. And, you know, she just got over the defense on that one. She had a little bit more vertical on her jump. The ball was placed right to where she was. And, you know, she made the most of it. Unfortunately, we have a 5-0 lead now for Hudsonville. Not a good showing tonight for Grandville. Ball gets played back and cleared forward. Oh, but Grandville Changing the tides a little bit right there. Able to keep the ball in as well. Wow, good work right there. Keeping the ball off that clearance as well. Passes the ball into the middle. Let's see if she can get a touch. Hudsonville's defense does well to keep her away from the ball and allowing their goalie to come up forward for it. She clears her line quickly. We got sort of two different play styles going on from either goalie. It looks like Kenzie for Grandville is a little more aggressive. She'll come out for the ball. She's not scared of it. Meanwhile, on the other side for Hudsonville, Reed, she hasn't been tested a whole lot, but when she is tested, she finds comfort being on her line. Grandville having trouble clearing their lines right now. Every time they do so, it just finds its way to a Hudsonville player. Hudsonville working the ball out wide. The cross is in. It just goes a little wide. A little fight on the end line right there. Grandville does well to clear their line. Can they keep it in, though? And it just rolls out of bounds. It will be a Hudsonville throw. And let's see where this ball goes. And a deep throw, but unfortunately right to a Grandville head. Grandville with a turn, and it goes out of bounds. Let's see what the call is. It's another Hudsonville throw. And another big throw. Grandville's defense can't quite clear it as well this time. And the cross is in. Kenzie's able to step forward and grab it, though. Like I said, she's been on her game tonight. These 5 goals have not been on her. Hasn't been any crazy mistakes on her. And, honestly, it's not even on the Grandville defense either. They've done well staying in front, as you can see right there. It's another good save from Kenzie. Grandville has done well on keeping their defense pretty locked up. I'd say that as it's a 5-0 game, but Hudsonville is just finding the correct passes. They got a little bit more speed up front than Grandville's defense, and you get caught off guard with a quick team like this. The ball will end up in the back of your net. And that ball will roll out for another Hudsonville throw. And this game has been a hard-fought game. Both of them are going back and forth. The score won't really show it, but Grandville's been fighting. And these two were unbeaten coming in. I know that we only got 1 and 2 games in the season. Hudsonville was 2-0 and Grandville was 1-0. It is early in the season. As the ball goes out off of the Hudsonville head, it will be Grandville's ball, about to enter the attacking third. Let's see if they can get in there. Throw goes in, it's rolling down the line. And it'll go out for a goal kick. And you can see right when the assistant ref put his flag up right there how windy it is out there now. Hudsonville with possession in their defensive third. Getting it out wide. Clearance is there. Will it drop to Hudsonville? Poor first touch, and it lands on Grandville, but does well to win it back. Good defensive stop from Hudsonville going forward now. Grandville, like I said, Grandville, they got fight. They're not giving up. The score won't show it, but Grandville has played pretty well. It's just been a couple bad first touches on their possession, and some passes being forced like that one right there, unfortunately. But, they have played well. They might not be on their game tonight. Possession wasn't quite there. It's cold out. These touches aren't going to be perfect every time, but when it's cold, it makes it a lot harder to play to perfection and play at your top ability. Hudsonville popping the ball up. Grandville kicks it right back to Hudsonville. Oh, and there's a trip in the middle. And will be a free kick at right about midfield. We do have 23:40 left on the clock for this game. And there are another whole squad coming in for Grandville right there with 5 substitutions. You gotta love being able to make as many substitutions as possible at this level. Once you get a little bit higher, you can only make a certain number of subs. And that crosses in, and it sneaks into the corner. And I believe that was number 10, Kayla Decker, with the goal. I could not see who worked the ball back in from the outside position, though. And now it is 6-0 Hudsonville. And, you know, that has been Grandville's kryptonite tonight, with Hudsonville being able to work the ball out wide and, you know, bring it back in well. These crosses have been done very well, very masterfully, putting them in a very dangerous spot. And, you know, sometimes as a goalie in those positions, you know, it's tough. They're putting them in that spot where you aren't sure if you got to go forward and grab it or if you let your defenders grab it. And, you know, they're executing what they wanted to do. Throw in, goes out back wide, the cross comes in, and Hudsonville is not slowing down. We got just a little over 20 minutes now, and it is 6-0, and Hudsonville is back in the attacking third. We got a big throw coming in from the top of your screen. Grandville does well to clear their line. Let's see if they can get forward with it. Nope, Hudsonville gets right in front of it. And that has been the struggle for Grandville. Once Hudsonville gets possession and they start linking up a couple good passes, unlike that one right there, it's hard to get the ball off of them. Cuts it in, finds the Grandville forward. Touch not quite there. And it will roll out of bounds off of Grandville for a Hudsonville throw-in. Hudsonville is not stopping. They're looking like they're going to try to put a couple more on the board before this game is over. Passing the ball back, getting their possession. Let's see if they get the goalie in it. Passes it back out wide. Grandville working hard to try to get the ball, but just not enough. Hudsonville able to keep it, working it up into the midfield, going out wide. Just a breeze right past her defender. No worries at all right there. And it is stopped by Grandville to see if they can turn with it, and that should be a foul on Hudsonville. It will be. You can't frustratedly kick somebody like that, unfortunately. As much as I would have wanted to when I was playing, I was able to hold myself. We got 21 minutes left. 6-0 Hudsonville lead here in Grandville, Michigan. This is High School Girls Soccer, brought to you by WCET TV. And, you know, shout out DJ's Pizza Pub. The place is really good. I had some of their pizza right before the game. You know, it's gave me a little bit of fuel to talk to you guys tonight. We got a cross coming in from Hudsonville. And will she be able to get there? She does. Keeps possession in to the center. The pass not quite there. Didn't get enough contact on the ball. Grandville goes to clear it. It will pop out of bounds for a Hudsonville throw. Now, I'm a big believer in, you know, body language when it comes to sports, and some of these Grandville girls are looking a little defeated, a little frustrated tonight. They know it's not their best showing, unfortunately, as Hudsonville gets a corner, and they have another opportunity to add another one to the board. Again, we got all the girls bunched up on the 18 near the top of your screen. Grandville will probably sag as Hudsonville jumps in. They do. The ball goes right to the middle defender, and it is kicked off of Hudsonville for a goal kick. We got two Hudsonville players coming in now. We got those subs were Brooke Harmson coming in.
For Hudsonville, number 21, Cadence Williams.
Freshman Cadence Williams, who had a nice goal earlier. As you may remember, she is a freshman, so she's got a couple more years under her belt. Hudsonville is just not stopping. If Grandville has the ball, they're all swarming right to the ball, trying to go forward. just a little too much power on it. She does well to get the ball back, though. And that first touch might be a bit too big, and it is. Hudsonville clears their lines back to the Grandville defense. All bouncing around the midfield a little bit. Hudsonville gains possession. Pass forward, looking backwards, and now, you know, they don't have to go forward and score more. They got plenty of goals already, but they are not slowing down. This Hudsonville team wants more. Nice little touch forward. Doesn't quite shake the defender, though. Defender was not phased. They made a throw in for Hudsonville right there. Grandville does well to get the ball up and out. Unfortunately, goes right to a Hudsonville player. Pass not quite strong, but does well to get to it. Passes it back. You know, just keep possession at this point. No reason to force it or push forward too hard like that. Grandville does well to clear it. See if the forward can get there. Unfortunately, she can't. Again, both of these teams are kind of pushing it a little hard on each other, getting in each other's faces, not really letting them breathe that well. There's a good shot. Unfortunately, finds its way into a couple of Grandville defenders. Ball is still in the attacking third. It'll pop out of bounds. It will be another Hudsonville corner kick. Got about 17 minutes left. Hudsonville with a solid lead. Looking to put more on the board. We got defenders on either post. We have another defender sitting at about the 6-yard line. Hudsonville, the players all bunched up together. The ball comes in. It is flicked back by Grandville. Let's see another big boot maybe. And Hudsonville gets in the way of that, I think, and bounced off. Grandville is able to keep it, though. Hudsonville with the possession now.
Number 13, Ariana Deemer.
I totally missed that substitution. Number 13, Ariana coming in. All being bounced around a little bit. Grandville trying to go forward. Hudsonville just leisurely passing the ball back. They got plenty of time now. Hudsonville has done well with running with the ball and knowing when to pass. Their timing has been pretty spot on tonight. Grandville trying to get the ball forward. Unfortunately, Hudsonville is just right in the way. And oh, nice Hudsonville steal right there. It'll be whipped in. First touch is a little too big. Kenzie's able to touch it, but can't do anything about that one. Unfortunately, Kenzie was not able to hold on to the ball. It pops out for an easy rebound, and that was Ava Joldersma. And I do believe that's another goal for her tonight. So good for her. Got a couple spectacular scoring opportunities tonight. That one, it was just more of a right place, right time situation. The first shot, Grandville did well to keep it in front of them, but unfortunately wasn't able to push it wide like they did on a couple saves earlier. And Grandville passing the ball back. This time, pass was not quite as far as I think she was anticipating. It trickles back behind her. Hudsonville with the throw there. Grandville wins it off the toss, though. Hudsonville able to get it back. They are still not slowing down, even with a 7-0 lead. Looking to keep it going forward. That pass, not much power behind it. Grandville does well to at least get a little touch on it to disrupt, but Hudsonville just wins it right back. That pass not quite there. Bounces off her head on the clearance, though. And that ball will pop out for a Grandville throw. And it goes to a Hudsonville head. Can't quite get it past. Possession in the middle right here for Hudsonville, and this is where they're dangerous. That first touch just not quite it. You want to keep it close to your body. She had it a little too far in front of her. Hudsonville winning it back, though. Just keep the attack going forward. There is a foul on that outside portion, so we will see just a big boot in. Probably float it to the back post like they did on one of their goals that ended up in a header. They do send one defender out. Two in the wall actually. Ball gets set, whistle blows, we're ready for the kick. It goes deep to the back post, and there it is, just like that corner kick goal that we saw. That one wasn't a header, bounces off the foot, and I do believe that is it's an 8-goal mercy rule. If a team goes up by 8 in the second half, they call the game. So we don't need those last 14 minutes. Hudsonville is able to seal the deal in less than 80 minutes. And what a game. What a game. Grandville was just unable to keep their tactics together. They couldn't keep the ball. Possession was a little light for them, unfortunately. And whenever they did get the ball, Hudsonville just swarmed, and they were on top of them, ready to get the ball back. Grandville did the best they could, but it's not quite enough. Most of the shots were awesome laser beams, you know, like the second goal especially was just a top shelf laser. Nothing you can do about it. The rest of them, you know, great teamwork, great passing, just great vision from Hudsonville, seeing their players going forward. We appreciate you guys listening to this or watching this. This was Grandville versus Hudsonville Girls Soccer from Grandville, Michigan. Brought to you by DJ's Pizza Pub. Great pizzeria right there. Go check it out. I am Cameron Gwynn, and this was WCET TV. Thank you guys.